Hi everyone, and welcome to this Stage 12 betting preview for the Tour de France. Well, we've had a fairly quiet week to date. 2 sprint stages, Sam Bennett winning on Tuesday, and then Caleb Ewan coming and getting revenge on him, just pipping him on a Wednesday. A day where we had a bit of drama at the end because Peter Sagan was moved down to 85th spot on the rankings after he barged into Wout van Aert. It certainly deserved some sort of punishment, that move. It was very dangerous, and I've no doubt that Sagan didn't intend to do it as hard as he did, but it certainly was a problem, and unfortunately has ruined the green jersey race a bit, but we'll have a look at that in just a second. Let's just recap the results. Caleb Ewan, he was simply superb in pipping Sam Bennett. Bennett, of course, now firmly in control of the green jersey. Wout van Aert, another good sprint from him. The four of them, or the three of them together with Peter Sagan, virtually hitting the line together. We go down a bit disappointing from my man Trentin finishing 11th in the end there. But I have to point out Ryan Gibbons. It was great to see the South African flag at that sprint finish. So Gibbons from South Africa, I found out he's a Trinity House old boy. My kids went to Trinity Primary School, so very impressive there from Ryan Gibbons. Let's go on to the official classification of the green jersey now that we've had that disqualification of Peter Sagan. And I mentioned on yesterday's show how excited I was for the green jersey race because we finally had a contest and we had 2 teams, both of which were going to go for it. And I couldn't wait to see what Peter Sagan's Bora team came up with. Well, the problem is now that Sagan is 25, 43, 68 points behind. So he really is going to have to pull a rabbit out of the hat. And given that Bennett is faster than him at any sprint that they do together, it's going to be very interesting to see if he even gives it a go. I'm certainly hoping they will, and I'm hoping that Bora Hansgrohe will try something on the next few stages, see if they can put Bennett under some pressure. But at the end of the day, Bennett very much in control. Had a look at the betting; he's 3-10 now for the green jersey, with Sagan out to 3-1. Just a reminder: if you are new to our channel, you can go down below and subscribe, and also Thursday night, that is tonight for many of you watching, 9 o'clock live. It's our trademark rugby betting show, the Handicap Rugby Chat That Matters. We'll have a look at all the handicaps on the European and Australian rugby over the weekend. And do join us live at 9 o'clock on Thursday for that. Let's go now and have a look at the Stage 12 profile. And this is going to be an interesting one. At first glance, it doesn't look too tough, but when you get in there, we're into the hilly region, the Massif Central. And we've got a sprint after 51 kilometers. Going to be interesting to see if any of the teams try and keep it together for the sprint. But either way, I think we're going to get an incredible competition to get into the break here, because this is a stage I have absolutely no doubt is going to the breakaway. The likes of Jumbo, Visma, and Ineos have absolutely no interest in chasing this breakdown, and they'll make sure that nobody gets into this break. I would say that it's within probably 15 minutes of the lead, quite frankly. I can't see anyone getting into the break. So we're going to get a weakish break as far as GC contenders goes, but a very strong break of riders going clear. This is the sort of stage where your classics one-day specialist is going to come into his own here. You can see we've got a few categorized climb. Cat 4, 1.5 kilometers. That's not very long. 8.8%. Oh, that's going to test the legs. 2.8 kilometers at 5.2. Here we got a Cat 3, 4.8 at 6%. And then here we've got 3.8 kilometers at 7.7%. So we really do have some tough climbs here. It's probably going to be too tough for the likes of Peter Sagan, possibly even Matteo Trentin, although I see Trentin is 18-1 in the betting. And yeah, it's really a case. I think a couch critic of the Goodforthegame forum, he's already posted his bets, and you can get a link to that in the description box below. But essentially what he says is he's thrown his darts, and that's exactly what this stage is. You've got to try and pick someone who's going to get into the break. There's going to be a frantic battle to get into the break. It's not going to be like today where they let one guy just ride off into the distance. Certainly not. There are plenty of people who have earmarked the stage, and it's going to be thrilling. There's also a little bit of a climb to the finish as well. So it's really tough terrain, and a tough man is going to win this race. Let's have a look at Sunbet. They're the first out with the betting. I'm recording this show a little bit earlier than normal. And here we have the favorite, Julian Alaphilippe. He's 11-2. Alaphilippe, he dropped off the pace today, and that's probably a sign that he is targeting this stage. He's a worthy favorite, although I'm going to be looking to beat him. I have been him. He's been impressive. He's done nothing wrong in this tour, but at the end of the day, he will be well marked. Even though the stage does suit him down to the ground, I just can't bring myself to take the 11-2. Greg van Avermaet, we know he's targeting this stage. He's looked very strong in the mountains and on some of the climbs he's done to date. Whether we are able to handle that final steep climb, I'm not too sure, but 10-1 looks about the right price for Van Avermaet. Schachman trying to rescue the Tour, I guess, a little bit for Peter Sagan's Boris squad now. He certainly has the ability to kick clear in his finish, and he can also do the climbing as well. He's 16-1. Trentin, from what I've seen of him, I can't see him winning the stage, but I would love him to score some points for the green jersey. As you know, I'm on the podium on him there. Wout van Aert, I really don't see it. I think he's going to be on duty at taking it easy and just riding in the Jumbo-Visma train. I'll be very surprised if he gets into the break. Of course, if things came back together, he would have a great chance, but I can't see it. I don't see which team is going to chase tomorrow. I mean, there's no ways UAE are going to chase. There's no ways Jumbo-Visma are going to chase. There's no ways Ineos are going to chase. And all the other teams are going to try to get someone in the break. So I don't think I would be looking at Wout there. Mark Hershey, of course, the Euro from the other day, just getting beaten into third place on Sunday's stage. Well, he's 20-1. This terrain should certainly suit him. Peter Sagan as well. Sagan at his best, I definitely give a strong chance in this stage, but I'm not convinced he is at his best at the moment. I think he may battle to stay with over some of the short, steep climbs. Alexei Lutsenko, 25-1. He fell today, so a little bit of a worry that. But if he can reproduce his form that he showed early on, I can't remember the stage number when he won, well, then he's definitely got to be a big runner there, 25-1. Just going down a couple of others I'd like to note. Alberto Bettiol, always been a fan of him. There's no doubt that his team will be looking to get someone in the break. They're right up there in the team competition. And I do like his chances there at 33-1. Daryl Impey, the South African, he's also 33-1. Hasn't really shown me enough of late to suggest that he can win the stage. But yeah, he could be there as well. And we'll skim further down the list. This is really a stage which might well go to a big outsider as well. I do like Remy Cavagna, about 66-1. And Leonard Kamna, you'll see, has made my staking plan as well. This is a really tough stage. It's a stage to throw some small money at and just hope you come right and manage to hit one of your darts there. I'll just go right down, and we can see that there are match bets available as well, but nothing has caught my eye. Once again, very tricky to bet on match bets, obviously on a stage like this as well, because you might back one guy gets in the break and the other guy doesn't, and I do think the break will finish quite well ahead of the main peloton in this particular one. But you can have a look at that. Let me share my bets with you for the stage, though. I will post them in the comment section down below and also on the Good for the Game forum. I'm going first and foremost with Schachman, 0.5 units. It's half a unit on him to win at 16-1 at Sunbet, who were the only ones priced up at the time of recording this. So Schachman there, I'm looking for him to be right there in the break and then to have every chance of winning. Bettiol, I've always been a fan of Bettiol. He climbs well, he can sprint. He's won some great one-day races in his time. He looked pretty good after the COVID-19 break. I think it was the Strade Bianchi where he quite impressed me there as well. So I think if Bettiol gets in the break, he's an absolutely big runner at 33-1. And then a man, there's some doubts over him due to crashes and the like, but if he can reproduce anything like the form he showed in the Dauphiné, then 66-1 about Kamna is going to be a great price. I'm just going a quarter unit on him there. And those are my three bets for that one. We then move into Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We're going to be starting to move into some really mountainous stages. I can't wait for them. I do hope you'll join me in the preview. And if you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, please do so. Otherwise, we'll see you Thursday night for the rugby. And look out for the useful links down below in the description box. Enjoy the stage, everyone. And if you find any great bets, let me know in the comment section.